Hello, everybody. Corporate Filming. We are here with Javier and Calvin today. Happy Monday. It's already June. It's crazy. And yeah, so today, guys, thanks for joining us on our live platform. We're live on Corporate Filming USA, Twitter, and then we also repost this on our LinkedIn. So today, guys, I want us to talk about what we did for King Air. And I know I kind of went to this last week, but I didn't have their insights, their talent, really what they did to really execute on this, right? So I kind of want to open up the floor here. So Javier, King Air, last minute booking, flew out to Phoenix. Walk us through this whole project and what you guys did.
Yeah, so we went to, Kelvin and I, we ended up going to Phoenix, Arizona to film for King Air Academy, and it was a lot of fun. We met Kevin and his team, and their team was great. They were awesome to work with. They basically showed us all of the cool things that they're doing for the King Air aviation, and it is awesome. They have cool gadget toys, good simulators that are like fun to uh, for us would be play, but for them is to take serious and like practice. But yeah, and we got to meet some awesome people from like the creators of their book and their academy programs. So it was a lot of fun. Kelvin and I went in there. We did a lot of interviews. We took a lot of B-roll shots of the entire place, and it was fun. I think we had a great time overall. And King Air Academy was one of those clients where they just let us come in, do our thing, and we take care of everything. And so I think that's the part that we love because we get to be creative. We get to be like in the moment. We get to show who our like true intentions are, which is to capture their story. And I think at the end we were able to do that.
Awesome. Yes. Calvin, from your standpoint, right? You turned this video around in only 3 days. Like, walk us through how that was creating this piece. And I'm going to actually share my screen just so people can see it.
Yeah, so Javier said we went to Arizona, we did our thing, we filmed. It's been a while, because of the whole this pandemic going on. It's crazy, but yeah, it was fun. We got to meet Kevin and his team. He showed us around his office. It was just a fun time making the video. Like, I was there. I got to see what it's like to be part of King Air Aviation, and I think it was pretty cool making it. Like, as you can see here, the simulations moving. It's really good stuff. Yeah, and Kevin here, he really is passionate about the King Air, and everyone is, and I think that's kind of our job. I think we did a really great job of capturing the story and kind of why they love King Air, why they do what they do, and then why they love teaching other people to drive these, airplanes. And I think it's really amazing.
I love that. Yeah. And even this thing, I was like, I kind of wanted to write in that, whatever that. So there's someone actually in there, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So actually, like, behind the scenes stuff, we were filming. We were trying to get shots inside the simulator, but it's really hard because it's moving, as you can see. So it's not really easy to get still shots. But Zach, he actually gave me a little tour of the machine, of the simulator, and me being me, I love airplanes. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, I want to do it. So he let me drive the simulator. It's insane because you feel just as sick as you would in the real airplane from the motion. And I was like, wow. I was shocked how realistic it felt to be inside a simulator.
I love that. I love that.
Cool.
Let's actually quickly play this video kind of fast. And I love that you guys make a little intro here. So for people that are just tuning in, what we did for them is it really tackled, a lot of the questions we get when a new lead comes in or someone wants to work with us is how, especially during COVID, do we film our people, right? Everyone's from home, or someone that has multiple office locations. And the way that our team tackles that is, hey, we can go to your main HQ, right? If there are people there. But more importantly, we can get people on Zoom, right? And right now, it's very in right now for that authentic kind of low resolution, not the best sound. Like people actually accept that now. And I feel like that's going to be more of an acceptable way to do things. And I never tell people to not get a film crew, right? What I'm saying is, how do you have that film crew aspect, but also get people on Zoom? Because at the end of the day, the best thing you can do is have your customers on film, right? So let's actually run through that.
King Air Academy is focused on the needs of the client, targeting those needs and meeting those needs.
King Air Academy, they allowed me to achieve my passions and my goals in a way that I would have never been able to do. It seemed like such a mountain to try and achieve. It's pretty remarkable. It speaks volumes as to their expertise, their program, and just how well they train.
If you want a training experience that's tailored to your exact needs and using the simulators that are tailored to your exact aircraft, there's no place in the world other than King Air Academy. Over 27 years, I've been going to simulator training. This was the first time that I completed a course and didn't want to leave.
It's very rewarding to hear people say, I've been going to other places for 20 plus years. I've been going there all my life. And I came here, I've learned more in a short amount of time here than I have in all the other places combined.
King Air Academy is different from other training companies because we customize our training to your aircraft. We end up going through and taking a look at how your aircraft is equipped, avionics, mechanically, and teach specifically to that aircraft.
It's the best in business. I mean, if you want to know the King Air well, come here. Not knocking other people, but I think the value we offer, the depth of knowledge for the cost is second to none at King Air Academy.
So love that. You guys did such a good job as this continues to go. And all of this, Javier, back to you, was completely unscripted, right?
Correct. It was, we got there with a plan and we knew exactly what to ask, but we didn't make anybody say any line or write any script or anything like that. And I think it shows, especially when we're doing the Zoom interviews, you can tell that the clients are speaking from the heart because they're at their comfort zone, they're speaking from home, and they're talking about their experience with King Air Academy. And so I think that's what really drives this video to be successful, is that we get real authentic customers, clients, instructors talking from the comfort of their home and like just being themselves.
Yeah, and I'm with you on that. And this is actually another shoot that you did. We went to what city was that?
I believe South Carolina.
Yeah, something. It was like 2 layovers. You guys were stuck at the airport for 15 hours. I remember that. It was actually the first time I woke up to a bunch of missed calls at like 4 a.m. and I'm like, wait, what's going on? And you guys were stuck because of weather, right?
Correct.
Man, that was, yeah, but that's another benefit is Dan Hartley, right? No aviation broker really has a video about their story. They use stock photos. They only highlight their planes they're selling, but who is selling it? And I feel like that's where our passion and our talent comes in, is if somebody doesn't like Dan, him right there, that sale's never going to go through. And I feel like people, even us, like sometimes when I tell my story, or I feel like 5 minutes of my sales pitch is our story, it's like, do they really care? And maybe not, right? But it separates us, right? Wow, Trevor and his team have been doing this since they were 15. Dan's so happy. Look at that. He's with his team. It's showing the people behind what you're trying to sell. And that's really what we do with everything, right? Unscripted, telling the story. So Javier, with this shoot, I mean, how did you guys execute on this one? Like, was this one the same as King Air?
In terms of planning, yes. So we got to take a few steps back. So we don't just go out and shoot out of thin air. So what we do is we have a full creative team that takes care of the post-production, and they're the production, and they're which is Autumn, Kelvin, Trevor, and I, and we come together and we plan every detail from beginning to end. You know, what the day is going to look like, the team crew, who's going to be on set, how many people we're going to interview, and we create essentially a call sheet that has all of the information. Great planning gives us a great successful video. So every shot is premeditated, every interview is premeditated, and we have a goal, we have a purpose. And so I think that's what makes all of our videos successful, because we already know where we're going, we already know who we're talking to, we already know all the troubleshoots we're going to even do. So just like here, and you mentioned it earlier, Trevor, we had Steven on set, but Steven flew a day before. And as me and China were flying to there, we actually got stuck, and we were trying to figure out, are we going to make it to the shoot? And so because we were able to premeditate that, circumstance that basically goes out of our hands, we were able to have Steven on set, get there early, shoot everything. And when we arrived, we were just there to support Steven 100%. And so that just shows that we are thinking of everything so that the client doesn't have to. And we truly, when we say we truly take care of everything, we take care of everything.
Yeah, and I love that, and that's a really big feature. Is people are so confused about video. They're like, where do I even start? And most people, if they're confused, they're not going to say it. They're just going to stop writing back, right? Or they're going to stop trying to figure it out. So us saying, hey, we can handle everything. Just tell us when, where, and who. And all we ask is for 20 minutes of your time,
Right.
and we can take care of the rest. And I think that's really important, right? And you guys did a great job on that. And for anyone that wants to hear actually Dan Hartley, how he worked with us and whatnot, there's actually a podcast. If you search our company name on Spotify, iTunes, it's also on corporatefilming.net/aviation. So I just wanted to really kind of go back to the King Air. Oh, it's not on that website yet. And really kind of focus on the like Zoom, right? So here's a Zoom interview. We do have to make sure that their camera is centered. We can also ship people a light and a mic, but don't let your customers being stuck from home stop you from getting them on film, right? Because there's never a good time, right? And with expos being up in the air, are we really all going to be in one place again in the next 6 months? I don't know, right? So what is really powerful is getting your customers on film. And that's what I love so much about this video is we incorporated Zoom interviews, but we also incorporated at the office, right? And it's very authentic to use old photos and like that. Like we did not take that photo, but it just shows them, right? So for anyone that's confused about what to do during COVID, or you just really want to get people on film, I highly recommend it. Get them on film, get them on Zoom. Yes, you can hire a film crew, right? And we would love to help you out, but don't let that stop you. Get people on Zoom, get them on film, get their story on film. And this video is 2 minutes. I mean, our sweet spot is about 90 seconds, right? And so Calvin, any final words about how it was doing this video, and any advice for someone watching this? It's like, ooh, I kind of want a video like that.
Yeah, so I mean, any advice that I would give to someone who wants a video like this is, it's very doable. All you have to do is you have to be authentic, make sure your team's authentic, and honestly just be yourself. You don't have to be anybody or anything that you're not. People love authenticity. They want to see the real you. They want to work with a person, and not as Trevor says, people work with people, not logos. So yeah, I think that's a really big powerful thing, and especially when it comes to making marketing videos. You want to be your true authentic self. You want to show why someone should choose your business or your brand or your company or your product. You want to show why it's different, why it's the best. Yeah, just always be authentic and be yourself, and never try to emphasize something that the company or yourself is not.
Love that.
I feel like authenticity sells more than, not authentic stuff.
Yeah, no, and that's really, I think that's what a lot of people get stuck on is they think, how can I, like, why do people care about what I think, or I want to make sure this is scripted. But sometimes that kind of will work against you if you have this perfectly scripted, everyone in suits and everybody polished. That sometimes actually works against you in 2020, right? People want authenticity. They want to work with humans. They want to work with friends. So guys, I want to start sharing my screen here. Thank you for being a part of this live stream. Let's do one final circle around. I'll start. If someone, the power, and I know we're live, so I'm just gonna roll with this. Some piece of advice that I give someone that is kind of have never done video and they're confused. I mean, I would say don't overthink it. Like, just get your story out there. I think that's so important. Stop selling and tell your story first. That would be my piece of advice for someone out there. Javier, any final piece of advice for someone?
Yeah, if anyone's on the fence about getting a video done or just getting information of how to do it, just reach out. Feel free. We are always here with knowledge. We're not always trying to like sell anything or try to make you just another client. We're here to connect. We're here to learn about you, your team, and your product. And if you're profitable, we're going to be extremely happy. So let's tell your story.
Love that. Calvin.
Yeah, I mean, Javier pretty much nailed it. We're always here to help. We love conversating with people. So, hit us up. Let us know if you have any questions about marketing, any video stuff. Yeah, but if you have any other like concerns or questions about marketing, visit our website. We have a lot of knowledge videos.
Love that. Speaking of that, that's actually for next week as we close out. I want to dive into the awesome work that you guys have done on the knowledge filming side, right? Why companies need knowledge videos, the power of them. And so I want to dive through that with you guys next week. So people watching, thank you guys. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you guys next Monday at 10 a.m.